Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Condors and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On the return, it's King. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Condors offense will have the opening possession of the game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I think it's hard anytime you're a freshman quarterback trying to get acclimated to the speed of college football, especially this early in the year. But, David, things are going to go faster even today because of this secondary and because of all the playmakers they have on the back end. For this quarterback, he has got to be able to find his rhythm.
Well, and I feel kind of sorry for him because the playbook's not even open to him yet, right? Like, this dude's a freshman. He's still learning and trying to see it at the same time, but they're trying to give him more and more responsibility. Tremendous challenge today against the secondary. If you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay. So he's really got to be dialed in today.
On the option. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Doing it himself again. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. On the ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's right. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it himself. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's how the career starts, his first carry. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And it'll be the Condors kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll take it himself. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Condors will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. We're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On the move, he fires. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, knocked down immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it. So why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here comes that Alabama offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keelan Russell. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think it's...
Makes the catch and he's free. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Turning it on. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up for 4 to the 19.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Condors will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got an alley. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fighting off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Condor sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Right at the line. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And it'll be the Condors who will bring the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Condors will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And there he goes. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Snap, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Gets it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And it'll be the Condors come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
He's got it down the field. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. 2nd and long here. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Back to pass, it's right. This time it's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking for the score. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights, it's good.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing Russell. Under pressure. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Russell. Turns it upfield. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Condors will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Keelan Russell. Left side is Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right side, it's Edwards. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hill. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. Inside the 45. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Finding some room. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the single back. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Hill. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Deep in the end zone, it's King. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. 3rd and long coming up. To the air. It's Bright. Rush right in his face. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And it'll be the Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Hand it to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Options galore here. 2nd and just a few inches. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football?
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the back. Runs through a tackle. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Tells to run, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Condors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Quick give. It's Stevens. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds a man in the middle. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Russell. He'll pull it down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got
time to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from it. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's past the marker. He's loose, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gives it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Headed to the end zone, and we have breaking